Good evening, I am Boris Abrams. I am your spiritual host for the night. I joke. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be starting a new series on Nisargadatta Maharaj's discourses featured in this phenomenally complicated, mind-boggling text, I Am That. Now, with non-duality, in theory, it is very simple. There is no difference between me and you, object-subject, i.e. there is no duality. However, when it comes to using this incredibly simple concept of no subject, no observer, when it comes to using that in our everyday life, it's a bit, how could you say there's no difference between me and you? I am clearly here and you are clearly there. But non-duality is, I believe, something that holds the key to a lot of internal peace. And internal peace translates as external peace. I could sit here and make a gazillion videos about non-duality. You could listen and you may not even understand it. Probably wouldn't without seeing any tangible explanations, and truth be told, I still don't understand a lot of it. Hopefully by reading this text, which is seekers coming to Nisargadatta Maharaj's ashram, I believe, they would ask him questions about how to live, and he would give often very upfront answers. And it is my hope that in reading together, through repetition of listening to the same concepts told in different ways, we'll be able to apply it to our life and be happy and healthy people. So, let us begin with obsession with body. Just as a starter, before we read this chapter, one of the core concepts in spirituality is that we are not the body. I am a spirit. I am being the operant word. I am. Let's just go to the Bible for a second. Moses says to God, when I go to the, God says to Moses, go to the people of Israel, and Moses says to God, well, who should I say has, sent me? And then God says, I am hath sent you, meaning I am eternal awareness. It's that I am, that sense of when I pull back the narratives in my mind, the history, the personal story, and I just exist in being, in awareness, that's I am. What's my next thought going to be? That's I am. So anyway, that I am, that awareness exists outside of the body. There is no, where is the limit to my awareness? I'm aware here. I could sense somebody coming up behind me. That's awareness too. I don't have eyes at the back of my head. You get the drift. Anyway, I ramble. Terrible. But please stay with me. We're going to be doing obsession with the body. So yes, what I was going to say is, in spirituality, we are not the body. We are I am. We are awareness. So, Maharaj, you are sitting in front of me and I'm here at your feet. What is the basic difference between us? This is the questioner. Maharaj replies, there is no basic difference. Still, there must be some real difference. I come to you, you do not come to me. Because you imagine differences. You go here and there in search of superior people. We are all guilty of that. You too are a superior person. You claim to know the real while I do not. Maharaj's reply, did I ever tell you that you do not know and therefore you are inferior? Let those who invented such distinctions prove them. I do not claim to know what you do not. In fact, I know much less than you do. Your words are wise, your behavior noble, your grace all-powerful. I know nothing about it all, and see no difference between you and me. My life is a succession of events, just like yours. And this is the crux. Maharaj continues, only I am detached and see the passing show as a passing show, while you stick to things and move along with them. Right, we all do this in an unconscious state. Thought comes into our awareness, into our I am, and we latch onto it, we fuse with it, we crucify ourselves to this thought and we follow it instead of allowing the thoughts to just come and go. Another concept that we're going to get very familiar with is that we are not the thinker of our thoughts. Thoughts exist in the infinite realm of consciousness and we receive them depending on our vibrational frequencies, etc. Another topic for another topic. Anyway, what made you so dispassionate is the questioner's reply to Maharaj. Nothing in particular. It so happened that I trusted my guru. He told me I am nothing but myself, and I believed in him. Trusting him, I behaved accordingly and ceased caring for what was not me nor mine. Why were you so lucky to trust your teacher fully, while our trust is nominal and verbal? Who can say it happened so? Things happen without cause and reason. And after all, what does it matter? Who is who? Your high opinion of me is your opinion only. Any moment you may change it. Why attach importance to opinions, even your own? It's just the ego. The ego is constantly shifting, depending on your mood, depending on how much food you have in your system. Why cling to these thoughts when they're not real? Not only are they not real, you know fully well if you take a step back, that thought is going to change. Let's continue. The questioner asks, still, you are different. Your mind seems to be always quiet and happy, and miracles happen around you. I know nothing about miracles, and I wonder whether nature admits exceptions to her laws, unless we agree that everything is a miracle. As to my mind, there is no such thing. There is consciousness in which everything happens. It is quite obvious and within the experience of everybody. You just don't look carefully enough. Look well and see what I see. What do you see? I see what you too could see, here and now, but for the wrong focus of your attention. You give no attention to yourself. And here Maharaj is talking about the self in terms of our higher self, our awareness, not the ego. Your mind is with all things, people and ideas, never with yourself. Bring yourself into focus. Become aware of your own existence. That's that I am. Become aware of your own existence. See how you function. Watch the motives and the results of your actions. Be a dispassionate observer. Study the prison you have built around yourself by inadvertence. By knowing what you are not, you come to know yourself. I am not my thoughts. I am not my opinions. I am not my perceptions. I am not my body. What's left? Awareness. The substance in which all those aforementioned things appear within. Maharaj continues. The way back to yourself is through refusal and rejection. A lot of the time when we talk about enlightenment and spirituality, it's described as an undoing. We're removing all the obstacles to the eternal light that shines behind us. He continues, one thing is certain, the real is not imaginary. It is not a product of the mind. If we're using the mind to determine reality, it's not reality. Even the sense I am is not continuous, though it is a useful pointer. It shows where to seek, but not what to seek. Just have a good look at it. Once you are convinced that you cannot say truthfully about yourself anything except I am, and that nothing that can be pointed at can be yourself, the need for the I am is over. You are no longer intent on verbalizing what you are. Okay, so we don't have to constantly be saying, I am, I am. It's this idea of clinging to that awareness. Okay, Ramana Maharshi, who's another guru we're going to be looking at, also in the tradition of non-duality, he I don't want to get too much into Maharaj, but into Ramana Maharshi. I don't want to get too much into him now. But again, he also has this whole rant to a seeker where he's like, why are you constantly stating the obvious? Yes, you are. Accept it. Anyway, all you need is to get rid of the tendency to define yourself. All definitions apply to your body only and to its expressions. Once this obsession with the body goes, you will revert to your natural state, spontaneously and effortlessly. The road to enlightenment is not struggle. In fact, the more we struggle, the harder we make it for ourselves. Look at nature. Nature manifests so easily. A flower so slowly comes into its bloom. That seed isn't like, I've got to grow. And the environment, nature, isn't like, hurry up, seed, grow. That's the ego, that's impatience. Nature, our true self, is effortless. It's peace, it's bliss, it's spontaneity. The only difference between us, i.e. Maharaj and the questioner, the only difference between us is that I am aware of my natural state, while you are bemused. Just like gold made into ornaments has no advantage over gold dust, except when the mind makes it so are we one in being. We differ only in appearance. We discover it by being earnest, by searching, inquiring, questioning daily and hourly, by giving one's life to this discovery. That's 100% commitment. Thank you, and I will see you next time as we delve deeper into this strange field of spirituality that I promise will make you happy.